This is Eric J coming at you with street news. No, we ain't professional, and neither is this story. So look, 19-year-old Lavina Johnson is considered to be the first female soldier to die while serving in Iraq or Afghanistan. But from the moment of her death, her family became suspicious. The military said that she died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head with her service weapon, which was an M16. Her family's immediate response: no, not my baby. She wouldn't do that to herself. But the military insisted that she killed herself because she was upset that her brand new boyfriend had broke up with her through via email. But her family disagreed, and when her body was flew back to the United States, it told a different story. The father said when he seen her face, he could see that it was bruised, and he later found out that the military did plastic surgery on her face to conceal a broken nose. He also noted that she had bruises and scratches on her upper torso, and she even had bite marks. And he believed that some kind of lye or caustic substance was poured on her vagina to get rid of DNA evidence. And he noted that there was a trail of blood outside of her tent, suggesting that she had been dragged inside of her tent before it was set on fire. He told the press that the bullet wound in his daughter's head was too small to be from an M16, and it was on the left side of her head. She was right-handed. Experts also agreed with him and said that the bullet wound in her head was more consistent with a 9mm pistol, not an M16. Her father tried to recruit the help of the mainstream media. CBS even paid for her second autopsy, which showed that her neck had been broken, parts of her vagina, her tongue, and her anus had been removed. Despite CBS spending thousands of dollars on experts, autopsies, they still refuse to run the story. I don't have nothing against the military, but I'm not naive enough to think that there's no bad people in the military. There's bad people in every group. The military is not exempt. And I don't believe that she committed suicide. The evidence doesn't say that she committed suicide. And even if you wanted to prep her body to send back home to the family, what's the reason for pouring lye or some kind of acid on her vagina? What does that have to do with anything? Why would you remove parts of her anus? Why was her neck broke? Like, these are questions that have to be answered. It's some people you could tell anything to and they believe. But then there's some people that really use their common sense and say, hey, my daughter died from a gunshot wound to her head. Why is A, B, C, and D happening? How did that happen? Some people ask those questions and some people don't. Just because this is the military, you're still going to be questioned. And CBS, you paid thousands of dollars for an investigation. You paid thousands of dollars for an autopsy. What happened? Why you stop investigating? Did you get some type of pressure on you? Did the government, what happened with that? These are questions that have to be answered.